Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 12, Week 3, Day 1. So of course tonight, we are primarily going to be doing all of the Chapter 3 tasks, which we just ended up getting earlier today. As far as these tasks are concerned, of course, we're all in on Silverglade this week. I gotta go use a tome weapon for several wins. Explore Silverglade at Explore 3 or higher, which should be pretty easy overall, since that's rowing quick kill range. Win 3 dungeon battles, which is simply just doing daily dungeons, which actually we might start off with then. Win 5 battles in an arena run, which normally would take a little while, but we already have an arena run done to 3, so it should be pretty quick. Kill 2 treasure gnomes, which is basically just open a vault key. 40 times cast in a single battle, which means, or just overall, which means we could just spam Leprechaun and stuff like that. Opening 3 gem chests, 2 event keys, I might as well do immediately. Gosh, this is super free. Kill a bunch of elf kills, we could easily just get synergy while doing Silverglade Explore. Unicorn Banner, which is that yellow-purple for the Kingdom. Archmage's class, which is already a good enough class to just use on its own. Craft 1 Summoning Stone, which is free. Earn a gold in battle, which is literally just do a battle. Silverglade team for 3 wins. That one we do have to go a little bit out of our way for. But I believe the team we have set up for Thursday will end up doing that, as we did cover it in the video earlier today. Gets in purple kills in Kakarot. In anywhere, so it says Kakarot is an option. But honestly, we could do that pretty much anywhere. And kill Wheel of Nisha one time. That we're going to be a little bit hard to find in PvP. I'm not sure if it's in the world event this week. I don't believe it is. But yeah, we're probably going to have to do that in PvP or just do it in Explore. Probably go for the PvP option though. Anyway, seems pretty straightforward. Anyways, hello everyone! Why are we slightly late? I don't know. I'm not sure what it is, but food has been like really knocking me out the last week. It started with Thanksgiving and seems to have not ended. Because I had a bunch of leftover pizza. Because I forget if I mentioned that. I ordered like a pizza and that cheese dip the other day, and I obviously still had some pizza left because I didn't eat a whole pie in one day. I probably could, but I generally try not to. But yeah, I had the leftovers of that, and I don't know, I just kind of like got knocked out. Like I went to take a nap so early that it's like, oh, I'm not gonna like sleep that long, and then here we are. Because I didn't bother setting an alarm. No, I already finished the turkey. We were done with the turkey by like Saturday? I think it was Saturday. Like late Saturday, I already had it finished. Anyways, so let's go do all the tasks now. A little late, but we're here. And thank everyone for stopping by. Anyways, hello everyone. Hello, Emanator. Hello, Roman. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Bearer. Hello, Clipbomb. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Easy Breezy. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Tacit After Dark stream. At this rate, it almost is. Anyways, so let's go start with the keys. That should be the easiest thing to do. I'm not even sure which one it said to do first, so I'm just going to assume it's gem keys, as it was probably gem keys. And it was, I almost clicked 50, and it was indeed gem keys, which is followed by 2 event keys. The only reason I remember that is I remember it was 3 and 2, and the gem key one is always the 3 one, and the event key one is always the 2 one. So even if you don't know what key corresponds to it, you can kind of tell based on the number, because it normally wants you to use less of the rare thing, generally speaking. We have now hit a wall. I guess we could do daily dungeon right now, because we're trying to get those synergies in there as much as we can. Of course, we got a perfect dungeon last night, our 4th one if I'm not mistaken. We also got a downward stair. Unfortunately, we immediately hit a trap today. And an upward stair. Gosh, the exact opposite of what you want to see. Unfortunate. Gosh, and freeze trap. Any other thing you want to hit? There we go. Anyways. Let's go run. I don't know, I guess Zolgoth is fine here. Do we really have to worry about freeze with this team? Kind of. It might be worth setting Orpheus Medal. Also, hello, Ricardo. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, the Thanksgiving food was really, really good. I miss it. It's probably like one of my favorite subcategories of food overall. Right, and dead. Right, 1 down, 2 to go. I wonder how hard it will be once we get to level floor 20 dungeons. Because by that point, I believe it goes to 300? Definitely like 250. I'm not sure the exact number. It said it in the update like ages ago. But at that point, that was several months ago, and I actually completely forget what number it was. Actually, does anyone know? Because I know some of you are at level 20 already. Like, what level does it go up to? It should be around, like, 250 to 300. Which is kind of scary. Oh, gosh, he's a double damager. Because that's a pretty sizable amount of damage on Reflect. We might actually have to build a slightly tanky team, if that ever comes the case. Because the way we're running it right now is trying to quick kill them. But we're starting to get deep enough where quick kill's not quite working anymore. Just because the overall durability of what we're having to deal with is beyond what is quick killable. Like, we almost have to go like Underworld level 500 kind of builds. Gotta go bring that Iron Gut Zul'Goth out. Actually, you know what? We might as well try something like that. Bring out like the exact meta. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now. Let's try like the exact meta Iron Gut Zul'Goth. For Underworld. We actually did it for a team this week, right? Didn't I show it for one of the teams? Yeah, I showed it for 100 to 500. But yeah, the meta Iron Gut team. Iron Gut, Thrall, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. The only problem with this is I'm not running with seasons right now. Oh, and with the 25... Oh, you know what? We actually can't due to the stat reduction. I didn't think about that. Oh, that's interesting. Even if we had seasons... If we have a 25% stat reduction, he's basically down to a half chance. Let's hope we hit the luckier half. We're gonna need it. All you need is one Devour. Okay, we did not get one Devour. Biggest issue now is the fact we don't have a singular purple. One singular purple would bring us very far right now. Unfortunately, we're about to get Iron Gut all the way to full mana before we find one mana for Thrall. That is kind of insane. We actually did. We got all of his mana before we found one mana for Thrall. Alright, now we just auto-win. Biggest issue is getting the first kill. Once you get the first kill, you kind of just won. It's already over. Yeah, we might have to start using a build like this. The only big issue with it is I might have to switch to seasons every single time. Especially if we have 25% reduction like right now. Because we're basically gambling on a 50-50 at the moment. Which isn't like that low of a chance. Because I know sometimes the newer players will mention that Iron Gut may not be as useful to use at a lower level range. Honestly, even at 50% chance, he still seems worth it. You just have to Devour twice, or, you know, cast twice. Maybe 3 times. But once he gets his Devour, he's at 100% rate. Like, now we don't ever have to worry about him missing. Like, once he gets it, he's just good to go. And now we just win automatically. Like, yeah, it's a lower chance of it happening, but you can just cycle mana more. And you're good to go. Boom. There we go. Yeah, I might need to start running a team like that. We'll see. Because as they're getting higher and higher, it's basically the equivalent of taking, like, really hard level 500 factions. Especially with some of those effects like Freeze, lowering stats, Curse. Actually, Curse isn't too bad. Deathmark is, though. Silence, a huge, annoying one. Win 5 battles in a single arena run. That might sound hard. However, if I'm not mistaken, I have 3 arenas set up right now. And a team that isn't horrible. So let's go win 2 times real quick. Let's see. Fall's your favorite time of the year? I'm actually not sure what my favorite season is. I still feel like it's spring overall. Like the spring season. Oh, I should take it purple first. Whoops. Let's take the green over there. Get our Marilith down. Honestly, just 2 Mariliths already wins us the game. Fortunately, we don't have that much mana accumulation there. Though at this rate, we're about to. Gosh, his whole team just wiped already. Not with a full AoE cleared. Gosh, Marilith's broken in arena. No, she's broken outside arena too. She's broken everywhere, actually. You just don't see me using her as often, especially now that they nerfed that one banner. Now that you can't run +2 purple, +2 green, +2 red. I mean, yeah, +2 green, +2 red. Now that you can't run +2 green, +2 red, her viability has definitely gone down quite a bit. As that banner was one of the things that actually made her even better than she already was. Obviously, she still functions very well without it. However, that was one thing that was kind of making her even more above average. But now, I don't know, it just kind of brought her down a little bit. Because she can't do the whole double-double method anymore. Where she goes +3 green, +3 red. For super easy access to her mana accumulation. Oh, also I found Imperial today. Off the thingy. Pest Control, this is pretty much just use a Volkey. So that's we shall. Honestly, we should probably go use a lot of vault keys. We're sitting on 4,611, and we got a vault event this weekend. Meaning by the end of this weekend, we're going to have over 5,000 vault keys, most likely. So we should probably start using some of them. We can turn Phoenicia or something for this. Magnesia. So did daylight saving time move again? No. Hello, Lester. It didn't move again. We just streamed a bit later. Alright, let's see what we get here. Come on, power. Blue, purple. That's none of those things. Oh, there we go. Easy enough. Okay, what do we still have? Cast spells in any mode. Okay, now we can finally go do this tome objective. So let's go do tome, elf, and all that. So let's go to Silverglade. Bring it to Explore 3 because we're going to need to anyways. Just put in a Rowain build because why not? And, oh, I do need to make sure my Rowain build has a book in front of it though. I need a random book. Where are all the books at? You know what, I'm just gonna do purple all color. I know for sure there's a book somewhere here. Sure, just put Daemon's Tome in there. One of the worst weapons in the entire game. It is so bad that all it does is summon a Daemon. That's literally all it does. Get Emerald Blade. I already got Emerald Blade. We got it during the video. We did that during the video today. But thank you for reminding me, Bear. Because yes, for any of you that don't know, when I was seeing family last year, for New Year's, there was an event during the weekend, and I forgot to get the weapon, and that was one of the Silverglade weapons. But no, I've gotten it. I got it during the video we recorded earlier, when we were going over the Soul Forge. The other thing to end up picking up too is the weapon that is finally free to play now. So, yeah, the weapon I was missing was this one, Emerald Blade. This came out around New Year's last year, but I was away at the time and forgot to grab it. Even though I did all the other dailies, I forgot to grab the weapon. But we have it now. But not Nature Sword. Wait, where's the one? Where was the... There it is, Arcanus Blade. But yeah, Arcanus Blade is available for the first time ever this week for free. So if you haven't picked it up, definitely make sure to do so if you're going full-blown completion, as this is the first and only time so far this entire week that has been available for free. And yeah, just so you don't have to spend money on it. It's finally the last of the 6 weapons that came in that one 6.2 patch or whatever it was. So yeah, definitely make sure to pick it up if you're going full-blown completion. It's not a good weapon. However, it is the first time it has been available. It'll be available into the future as well, but it's specifically the first time it has been available. It's not too important of a weapon to pick up, but if you're going for everything in the game, it's a first opportunity you had to get it without money. There we go, Elfbane. Let me go re-roll that one then. Or not re-roll, but get that out of the way. What do we have here? Banner. Okay, you know what? Oh, I should have made a coverage Rowain build. Because we're pretty much at the coverage section now. Alright, let me go change my banner to a useless one. What was it again? Purple, yellow, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, colors we do not need. However, we do need the task, so we shall take it. Nonetheless. Feels weird doing Explore 3. The good old days of running Rowain constantly on Explore 3. Something we don't do too much these days. Obviously, we still run Rowain build quite a bit, particularly for Monday events, like right now. However, it's not really the meta anymore, assuming you have better options. You still can. It's still a great option. There's a slightly quicker things in the game now. Mostly Ironhawk related builds. Hey, don't forget this holidays one, I know, right? I still don't know the exact date for that. I probably will in the next week or so. As far as when I'm going to be going away. Well, I'll let you guys know. It's likely going to be around New Year's again. Exact dates are still to be determined. Archmage's Hero. Well, speaking about coverage, gosh, I should have just changed to a coverage team. Because we literally just got all of it at once. It's not too big a deal to keep changing it out every single few seconds, so there we go. Just have to keep changing one aspect every single time. That's the only problem with not covering the coverage team in the video. Is we gotta go and do it on the fly. Doesn't take that long to build, though. Like, there it is. There's our coverage team. A book, a banner, and the hero class. Makes the team slightly slower, but by slightly, I mean ever so slightly. Also, we still have this crown guy to deal with, though. As I mentioned, this is the week you can finally get it completed. If you've been doing the crowns every day, or most every day, this week is the first week that you can get it done without having bought in any of the tiers early through gems or money. So yeah, we'll be able to go get all those rewards. Unfortunately, most of it isn't too enticing. Oddly enough, the best reward is actually on the free side this time around, on the very last reward on the free side. It looks like Archmagus is complete. Oh, what do we even have here? Purple Recruit. Oh wait, are we done with, No, we're not quite done. But we are hitting the point where we're getting some of the easier ones. Purple Recruit, give me that. Summoning Stone, boom, boom, boom. There we go, we got a single Acolyte. This one is literally just do one fight. So we shall. Hello, Tyrion, welcome. Did I forget about the time zone thing again? No. We just overslept a little. Honestly, I feel like I got almost nothing done. Though, you know one thing I did get done, though I haven't set up yet? Or, you know, like, position into the room and get it all, like, properly everything. Like, it's set up, it's just in the living room right now. But I finally got that extra table for the other TV set up. I just haven't actually set it up into the room itself because I have to move a billion things to get it actually working. Which I do need to do, maybe I'll do that tomorrow, actually. Only problem is there's a couple hefty things I need to move around. The table itself is actually not that hefty. Or, you know, that hefty isn't heavy or anything. But the thing I currently have there is kind of bulky. It's also glass, so I don't want to accidentally break it. I'm still going to be keeping it, though. I'm just moving its position in the room. That's because it's a really nice piece. It also matches my current desk. Because my current desk I'm using is also glass. Are we still getting a Steam Deck? I don't currently have one. I might eventually get one. I'm not really sure what my plans are with that. Currently, I do not have one. Nor really have plans on getting one. I was slightly considering until a Steam Deck 2.0 comes out and waiting that long. Because I kind of ended up going for the upgraded Switch instead of the Steam Deck. I do eventually plan on getting such a thing, though. I win any battle using Silverglade team, though not anytime soon. Win Explorer runs in Silverglade at difficulty 3 or higher. Win any battle using a Silverglade team except training. So that's what we're already doing. This we have to go out of our way for, but honestly, going out of our way for it isn't much, because I could literally just use the team we have planned for Thursday, which is the following. Archmagus class. Because this is pure, pure Silverglade. But anyone who has a Steam Deck, how's it been? Because it's been out for what, almost a year now? Have you enjoyed your experience with it? Does it actually function with most games? Does it function well with Gems of War? Because I can only imagine how many bugs the game has sometimes if it even functions on the Steam Deck. That'd be kind of problematic if not. I assume it would. It's not that overly complicated of a game, but you never know. Also, I would like 1 mana, please. What's with us having trouble getting 1 mana today? Also, I believe I only had to do this, what, 3 times? We're already at 2. Like 3 or 4 times. Luckily, not that many. There we go. Okay, now we can switch back to a real team. And by that, I mean a coverage team, which we don't even need anymore because we already got all the coverage. And this is what I was talking about earlier. We'd likely just be able to do it in this location. I do need to make sure I still use... oh, never mind. I don't need to use Archmage. This just says Archmage. That's just casting spells. That's fine. Alright, let's go back here with Rowan build. Where's my Rowan build? There it is. Yeah, a lot don't fully support it. That's probably the biggest issue. is that you don't know if a given game will or will not really be supported on it. Yeah, that is something that's kind of funny that I have thought about, is using it as a laptop. Well, another thing I kind of wanted to try with it, which I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure someone would have by now, is like try streaming off of it. Just to see what it would be like. Because it should be powerful enough to run OBS while also, you know, playing a Steam game. Alright, Hunting a Will of Nisha. There's an issue with that. I should probably just do that in PvP. Because trying to get that in Explorer is pretty luck-based. So let's hope someone just has randomly a Will of Nisha set up. Hey, I almost forgot that dragon exists. Something on the, unfortunately, not that good category, but has amazing art. Yay! Will of Nisha! Perfect. Exactly what we're looking for. First try. And luckily it showed in the thumbnail, though even if it didn't, I would have still clicked on the Firebomb team, as generally Firebomb team means deliberately weak team. Or not sometimes, it always means deliberately weak team. There's no context. Actually, there are some teams that use a singular Firebomb viably, though that's kind of old meta these days compared to the better mana accumulators that exist within the game. But look at that. We are almost done with all tasks within 25 minutes, it looks like. We're at 22 minutes right now. And some of that was talking. Honestly, that's not too bad. I feel like we keep getting quicker and quicker on these. But realistically, I don't think we're ever going to get much beyond, like 20 minutes. Like, even the easiest cycles of tasks are going to take about 20 minutes or so. You found your 5th shiny in that game with no charm. Nice. I haven't had time to play it today. Actually, since it's released, I think this is the only day I haven't really played the new Pokemon game. But yeah, next time we stream it, we're probably primarily going to be doing shiny hunting. Because I feel like everyone has like a billion shinies except for me. I like haven't been shiny hunting at all in the game. Because I've been prepping for competitive and just stacking my resource stack so high, as I like to do in every game. Just keep stacking resources infinitely. So in something like a Pokemon game, I would actually consume them. Because there's reasons to, mostly for competitive Pokemon. Also, I hope they leak what the, actually it might already be leaked somewheres. I should double check, because I want to know what the moveset's going to be for the Charizard that's coming out on, that's in 3 days from now, actually. Oh, no, 4 days. Oh, wait, is that this Friday? Oh, no. That's the same day as everything that's going on in Gems of War. That's unfortunate. I just realized, I believe that's going to be a 3-day event, and they're both occurring on this weekend. That's some bad timing there. The final Vault weekend of the year. Alright, what do we have here? Just a single Orpheus? I believe we have to cycle through, yeah, one more time, and then we're done! That'd be all tasks in 25 minutes. Not too bad. Not the quickest we've ever done it, but definitely on the quicker side. Honestly, anything under half an hour I am super happy with. So let's go hand out a code after we finish this out. Also, one other nice thing is, similar to most Monday events, we almost have all the crowns without even going out of our way. Which is kind of convenient. So now we don't even need to go do that anymore. You have 13? Gosh. I think I have 9? 8? I think I have 8. Though 5 of them are the same shiny with a very broken method where you literally just AFK and the shinies come to you. Which reminds me, I should probably go do the other method for that before they patch it. Because there's more than one Pokemon that method could be used on. So it only works on ghost types that don't appear during the day. Where, for whatever reason, they forgot to shiny lock the shiny. I mean, they forgot to day lock the shiny. So if you basically just infinitely keep rolling. Like, you make every single spawn ghosts that don't appear during the day. But for whatever reason, they forgot to shiny lock, or day lock the shiny. So basically only shinies appear during the day. So you just literally stand in one location and the shinies come to you. It's really funny. And very broken. It's like a couple shinies per 30 minutes. I just haven't really bothered doing it much. If you really wanted your shiny number to go up like crazy. Okay, we got our Droolgoth. Got ourselves a Council of Dragons. Oh yeah, that's that new weapon. We might need to mess with that. Finally got the new weapon today. Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, we get that at 300 here. Is it really that worth using? Probably not. I prefer Celestial Flask a lot more. But I don't know, we can give it a shot, see how it goes. Have we gotten all of our crowns? Yes. You know what we got today, too, from getting all the crowns? We got ourselves a... I also believe that's the last Fire Beetle we need. But we got ourselves the Ace of Wands. Unfortunately, it's kind of useless. If you look at its traits, it seems okay. It gives two to a random skill to all allies. Gives one magic to all allies when magic for an extra turn. So, you know, it scales a little bit on magic. The biggest issue with this thing is that, you know what doesn't scale on his magic? His actual ability. It only gives one static magic. It does not have boost ratio. If this was a boost ratio, even if it was based on like 1/3 or 1/4 of its magic, it would still be useful. But the problem is it's only giving one magic total to one singular ally, which is really bad. I'm not sure if this was supposed to scale on magic and they forgot. But currently it doesn't. If they do change it so it does, it's going to be potentially good. If this scaled on half magic, it would actually have some potential to be used. Unfortunately, it giving only one magic makes it completely useless to bother using. So, as it currently stands, it's going to be a weapon to exist. I mean, a item to exist. However, I do want to go upgrade it, as I think that might be a kingdom upgrade for Broken Spire. Is that another star, or are we still trapped on Broken Spire? We're about to find out. If nothing else, we're definitely not trapped on pets, because gosh, do we have 1.5 billion of them now. Okay, so we'll go throw this down. We'll go throw a blue. We'll go throw down a green. I'll go get its final little thing right there. Boom. Boom. Good to go. Anyways, there's now maxed out wand. And is that Broken Spire level? No, it is not. What are we blocked by? We are blocked by Elite Stars. And what's the other one? Oh, this little guy. Oh, no. Oh, yes, he can as of today. Perfect. So we do that. Boom. We do that. Boom, boom. And now I just need to go silver a bunch of stuff, apparently. It's going to be the last thing that's actually blocking us for once. So let's go do that. Okay, it wants me to silver things. Best way to do this is do it by base rarity. And let's go all the way to the bottom. Right, are all the commons upgraded? Yes. Are all the rares upgraded? Not quite. I guess we'll upgrade to New Etten. Why not? Fortunately, it's only durability, but better than nothing. Alright, so let me remember to actually do 3 guards for the first upgrade, like I forgot to do earlier. When we were upgrading some other rare for some reason. I think it was the Bounty Hunter troop last Friday. But we'll do that, And then we'll do 1 Orpheus. Basically 3 guard, 2 Yasmin, 1 Orpheus for the upgrade. Just to make sure we use less Yasmins overall. We can do that again for the next one here as well. Let's see. Do we just go in order? When do we start getting into ultra rare? Okay, we actually got all the rares maxed then. Might as well. Okay, let's go do the last one that is rare. So once again, we'll do the same thing. 3 guards, 2 Yasmins, and 1 Orpheus. I think we had to upgrade, what, 2 more? Obviously, we only have to do them to silver, but I like doing them all the way to gold. It feels weird just keeping them upgraded at only bronze or silver. I'd rather just do it all the way, if we're going to bother upgrading them at all. Alright, next, I don't know, what's even relevant in this category? I guess technically slightly you. Go grab you, get a Yasmin, or get a double, oh gosh, why did I say Yasmin? I mean Orpheus, get a Orpheus. A double Orpheus, and here we can either go for a guard or a triple Orpheus. I mean, not a guard, I mean a, whatever it's called, the Middle of Arania or the Seasons. And there we go. Anyways, is that enough upgrades yet? Let me double check. I think we're 1 short still. Yep, exactly 1 short. Okay, fail. Well, let's just find something. How about, you know what, Gobchomper? I feel like we use you somewhat enough, kind of. You're very situational. But, might as well have some slightly higher stats on you for when we do use you. You're gaining mostly damage, which if you're devouring stuff anyways isn't really too good. 4 magic, 4 attack. It's still better than nothing. And that's the last upgrade we'll need then. There we go. Alright, and that should be a kingdom upgrade then. Boom, 25 stars. All gold. What do we have now? Unlock 3 traits on Broken Spire troops. Wait, what did I forget to trait? Oh, I forgot to trait this thing. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, what did I forget to trait? Am I missing one? Oh, I am. I'm missing, the legend that we'll be getting in 2 days. Or 3 days. 3 days? How many days is it? Let me double check. Yeah, it's 3 days because we're gonna be off. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. So this, Thursday, we'll be able to go get the other star then. For 26 stars, because that's the only thing blocking us, right? Is we're just missing the traits. And then we're gonna be walled. Yeah, because faction's easy. Broken Spire weapons are easy. There's like 16 of them. You only need 12. But, there we go. Cool. Okay, well, yeah, we'll have that later. We could also spend 100 gems to get it a day early, though. Not really worth getting it a day early. I'll just wait till Thursday. Oh, we just got a spare Sagittarian. Is that good? Not really. He's kind of bad. But hey, we got another one. Didn't he just come out pretty recently, too? Didn't he come out like a few months ago? Wait, didn't he just come out like last month? Like 2 months ago, 3 months? Like, he was pretty recent. I think that's like one of the earliest I ever got a mythic that just came out from a legendary task. Oh, someone in our guild did, not necessarily us directly. But as a collective, we have. But there we go. Oh, anyone in my guild who skipped it, yeah, you got it now. Anyways, I guess we'll go hand out a code and then go clear out everything else. Actually, let me go open up my code section, as I did restart the computer earlier. To make sure it wouldn't lag as much. But in doing so, I now need to go and technically lag by going and trying to get the code. Well, not really lag, but you know, a delay in us getting it. But there you guys go. There is a redeem code used on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu. Whatever your game says, right over here is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Just copy paste random numbers and letters starting with VE. And it gives the same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Anyways, so yeah. I guess we'll just go to clear out everything else. And go from there. Also, let me go just mess with this weapon real quick. So this weapon seems like it's going to be probably a bit underwhelming. But I want to hope that it's actually usable. Not this one. So I am going to max this one while we're here. That's not the weapon I'm referring to. Also, this is not the weapon I'm not referring to. Gosh, so many weapons I forgot to upgrade. Let's see. Where is the weapon? Oh, Emerald Blade. Might as well get you too. While we're here, I might as well just do all the things. Let's see. Anything else we need to upgrade on our way to trying to find this weapon? Eventually. King's Dagger. We can upgrade you too. Anything else? Anything else? Before we finally get to this actual weapon? Wait, where even is this actual weapon? I know I haven't upgraded it yet. Wait, where is it? Where's the dragon staff thingy? Wait, is it not in the game yet? Did they not code it in the thing? Wait, is this what people were referring to earlier? When they said good luck on trying to use it? Is it not actually in the game? Dragon staff is bugged. Wait, did they actually forget to add it? It doesn't show! Well, that's wonderful. Well, never mind on Dragon Staff then. I guess we'll mess with it later. Oh gosh, that's funny. Okay, I get the context of what was mentioned earlier then. Oh, that's funny. I'm not surprised. Well, I guess we're not doing Dragon Staff. We'll do it at some point. That's funny. They forgot to add it. Oh, that'll be fixed hopefully by next week. That is really funny though. Anyways, I guess we're done with the main objectives then. I guess we go on the grind. Actually, you know what? Let's go do Ward Event. We haven't even touched Ward Event this week. So, Ward Event is decently straightforward as far as scoring. The teams are a little bit awkward though, I do have to say. Well, let's go buy some tiers, go unlock over things from the guild, and start progressing through this. And probably might as well just... Oh! We just got Tourmaline! You guys saw that, right? We just got a mythic there. I clicked it rather quickly because I wasn't expecting something. We just got 2 mythics today. Wow, we're just getting showered with mythics. We got Sagittarian from the thing, and we just got a Tourmaline. It clicked very quickly, but that's the second Tourmaline right there. These do have a chance of dropping you a mythic. The chance is absurdly low, and you shouldn't try for them. However, this is like the 8th mythic we've gotten from them over time. But, yeah, it's not too good, unfortunately. Though we do have 2 of him now, which does lead to a little bit of a weird team that you can kind of build out of him. Though not really worth using. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. I have a second Tourmaline. Nice. He is something usable for this event, though not really worth using. Streamer luck is real, I know, right? 2 mythics in 1 day without trying to get either. Unfortunately, they're both repeats that we already have. Though in all fairness, every mythic is a repeat we already have. Anyways, let's start doing the event. So the team that we ended up showing for the video earlier was Mesa Claws, Christinex, Wordbreaker, and Emeraldin, and you can replace that out for something else. For the super early fights, this might actually not be worth using. Mostly because just getting a single AoE spam might be a little bit quicker. So I might want to look into if we have some links into a dragon. But you know what, we're just going to run with it. We'll be out of the early section pretty quickly. So it's not too big a deal. Congrats on the extra mythics, thank you. Oh, I just hit the mic. Let's see. But yeah, we got pretty lucky today. Let's take the other one over. Oh good, we already got the weapon going. Unfortunately, not enough mana yet. Or about to. Such big mana pools. We got to feed 30, we got to feed 28. Christinex is our lowest mana. Oh, actually not. The claw weapon is at 14. As far as the dragons, our lowest is a 16 on our team. Not with Frostfeather though, but with Christinex. There's a little Valraven. We'll take that, we'll take that. Honestly, Mesa Claw is getting up a lot quicker than anticipated, which is very convenient because then we just auto-win the second we do, especially at this lower range. But that's pretty much the premise of this team. Just cast Dragon's Claw and then, or Mace of Claws, I mean, and then spam all of your dragons. Unfortunately, Mace of Claws is not available this week. It's a very exceedingly useful weapon for this event week. However, it is not one currently in the Soul Forge, which is why I didn't show it for the cheaper team. As if you don't have this weapon, you unfortunately cannot use it this week. It's not required for mana accumulation. Obviously, there's other mana accumulation weapons, so I do personally feel like it is the best mana accumulation weapon if you happen to have it laying around. So it is advised to use if you're looking to get the event done a little bit quicker, as it synergizes with basically every team you'd want to run, or at least the dragon-based teams. Obviously, it doesn't synergize with knight-based teams, but it will with dragons. Also, as far as this event is concerned, you just do rarity order. As long as you skip that one ultra-rare room, you take in the correct room. So it's pretty straightforward to end up doing. Oh yeah, you hit full AoE. For a second I thought I was like, wait, I have to do a certain color. But no, he doesn't hit based on a certain color. You just kind of do whatever. And you're good to go. I suppose with all the Valravens, I feel like we're getting a Valraven every fight. A lot of Valraven. Unfortunately, I don't think it's enough to kill. I'm still going to try though. It is barely enough. It does 67 damage and he had 66 durability. Barely came through. I'll take that over. You know what? I'm gonna go for Christinex first. Because it's already enough damage with all the spell boost ratio. Oh, you know why it killed? I forgot too. Duh. We have 160% extra damage. I was like wondering, like, wait. How did that do so much damage? It's like, oh yeah. Mesa Claws would have easily killed earlier. Because we still have the boost ratio from the thing. Also, why on earth did I target the one that freezes us the second it dies? Could have already won. There we go. So luckily, full AoE spam makes this a pretty easy week overall. Very straightforward. Already got Mesa Claws. Oh, don't hit. Stop hitting the one with freeze. I keep wanting to click on it for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it is very much not the thing we want to target. Otherwise, we'll lose our turn and slow down the battle. Valraven again. Ooh, 1 mana short. That's unfortunate. No, not too big a deal. Yeah, pretty straightforward world event. Not the easiest we've ever had, but it's basically just spam AoE until you win. This is one of the easier categories of world event. We don't even need this other dragon. Like, we're not even utilizing him at all. If we're gonna do the super late fights and have to cast multiple times, he'll be more relevant. But at this level range, he's not really that needed. Definitely don't have to worry about not having him, that's for sure. And even if you don't, if you have one of the other gem dragons, there are several gem dragons that could be used. Though this one is actually one of the better ones because it does cover purple. And both the two dragon-based weapons, particularly Mace of Claws because it's the better one to use since this booster showed off for dragons. But it creates red and purple, both of them. And the problem with that is the purple color. Because to cover purple with a viable option, you kind of need one of the gem dragons. There's not too many good purple dragons that could be used for this event. Oh gosh, we're stuck with 5 Krishans. The worst possible room, and it's every room. It does seem to be cycling in a weird way though, where it cycles like all the other rooms. So I guess technically correct rarity order might actually require you to figure out which legend is slightly worth more points. It's not too big a deal though. Does anyone even still care about the point system in this mode? Like, unless you're going for leaderboard, you can almost ignore what the point system even is. Like, near completely. I guess you'll get slightly less points, but collectively as a guild, that'll almost never really matter. You're probably already getting enough points by the end of the week to finish out all the rewards in most situations. You just default click every battle. It would definitely go quicker that way. It doesn't take too long to take a couple seconds to click the slightly better one if you know them. Honestly, if you just go rarity order, like there's one rule of thumb if you want to do every event. If you just do rarity order and click on the weirder icon every time a weirder icon appears, you're probably taking the correct room if you just do those two things. Taking rarity order and click whatever weird icon appears whenever a weird icon appears. Doing those two things in combination will probably give you the close to the highest amount of score without even looking at what the scoring is on any given week. That will not always be the case, but generally that will be the case. Or just take rarity order, and if there's a weird icon, take the weird icon. If there's an icon different from the standard ones. Yeah, if you're in a less active guild, oddly enough, it would actually matter more. That is true. A less active guild would actually require doing correct rarity order. Or not rarity order, but, you know, correct scoring order. Because you'll be in more of a pinch to get those last few points. Yeah, I think my guild normally gets it by Wednesday or Thursday, normally. Depending on if anyone goes for leaderboard or not. But even if no one goes for leaderboard, we normally have it by Thursday, normally. So we are in a slightly active guild. At least above average activity-ness. Not the most active guild, but definitely probably above the curve slightly. There should be a Valraven in this fight, in which it'll be the last Valraven we get. And there it is. I knew because we were overdue for a Valraven. And there he is. Alright, oh, what do I even want here? Let's take some red, I guess. He'll poke us. We'll get like infinite mana back. Good to go. Yeah, there's still a lot of pretty active guilds still recruiting on a regular basis. Like, if I check the top 10 on leaderboard right now, or even top 25, there's probably like 20 spots missing in top 25 right now. There's definitely plenty of room up there. Actually, we were even recruiting the other week. And thanks Isabel for getting the spot. Let me do one more battle, and I'll actually go check that real quick. Okay, we should not have a Valraven here unless we get really lucky Valraven luck. We did! Okay, cool. This is probably the last Valraven, unless we're just gonna get lucky and get a Valraven like every 2 fights for the rest of time. It's probably the last one we're gonna see. Good old Wordbreaker. I remember when it was slightly more meta. He's still not bad in the current state of the game. The biggest thing that makes him not worth using in most situations is how much mana cost he has relative to what he does. If he was like a 26 mana cost troop, I feel like he'd get used a lot more. He's just unfortunate with how high of a mana cost he has. It's like so high relative to how average or slightly above average his ability is. If he just had like a normal mythic mana cost, he would actually be good. But the biggest thing holding him back is he just has slightly too high a mana cost compared to what he does. Like, what he does isn't bad. It's just his mana cost is holding him back. Ah, there we go. Anyone in our guild going for leaderboard? Doesn't look like it. We only have like 2,000s. Which, if I can actually grab the little scroll bar... Oh, leaderboard actually is in 2,000s. 2,740. Where are we? We're like right in the middle there with 1,000. Pretty much on the dot. Some people slacking with zeros, but they'll get it done later. Anyways, I was about to go check guild. Yeah, how many people are missing from the top 25 guilds? I said 20 earlier. I feel like that number is about correct. But maybe it's less than that these days. Let's see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9. I was a bit off with the 20. But it tends to fluctuate over time. And of course, there are guilds other than the top 25 guilds. I was just using that as an example since we can very quickly see them. And there's a redeem code we handed out earlier. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Anyways, I guess we'll go do a little bit of Explore 12 grind then. Because I would show the weapon, but apparently it's glitched. I don't need adventure board because everything there is bad. We finished out every other daily while doing all the tasks. So I guess we'll just go on a little bit of grind then. It seems like every other objective is completed for the week. Or at least for now, anyways. We do have a lot of things going on this Friday. Honestly, the biggest event this week is not today, but rather this Friday. This Friday, we're getting Vault events and a new Mythic. New Mythic we'll go over in the morning. Vault event will grind during the nightly streams. I'm not sure if we'll do a big daytime stream. We might do one day where we do a really big daytime stream for it. Though if I do, it might actually be on Friday, oddly enough. Rather than on the weekends. Or then again, I don't know. How do I want to do that? It might actually be on Sunday now that I think about it. We might do a big, long stream for Sunday then. Like, we'll still be doing our nightly streams. But if we're going to do one really big vault grind, I think it's going to be this Sunday. If we're going to do a stream of it. Because unless they have another one planned, this is the last Vault weekend of the year. Unless they're throwing out an extra one for the holidays, which is not unheard of, which might still happen. Because if we go check Terran's World, there's not another one planned for the year, unless they're just going to add one randomly, which is still very possible, though not currently planned. Just because it's not planned doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But yeah, if we check Vault events, if we double control find Vault, you can see that the only Vault event we have going on for the rest of the year is specifically this weekend. That's not to say they might add one. They might end up adding one between then. But as it currently stands, there's no plans to. But that doesn't mean they might not still throw one in randomly. But yeah, the last Vault event of the year is December 2nd, which is this weekend. The Vault event lasts until the 1st. That'd be really funny if it did. Unfortunately, it's scheduled just for 3 days like the normal ones. It is, right? Yeah, it is. I knew it was earlier. You had me second guessing it for a second. Could you imagine a 1 month long Vault event? I'm pretty sure I wouldn't grind it that much if it was that long. Like, obviously it'd be grinding it more than a single weekend event, but you know. Like, if it was to go on for an entire month, we definitely would not be super grinding it every day, that's for sure. Because one nice thing about a Vault event is it's a nice short burst. But if it was over a long period of time, I definitely wouldn't be grinding it as much. Like, more than we would for a shorter duration of time, comparatively. But more spread out across the time, rather than concentrated every single day. But yeah, wow, we got all the objectives pretty quick. It's kind of weird how the Monday events have shifted. Because ever since they made them a little bit quicker, we've been getting everything done in under an hour pretty consistently now. Ever since they made tasks quicker. Like, you wouldn't think like a 30% increase in speed for them would have changed much. But it made a pretty big impact on like the rate at which you can complete out tasks. At least later in the game anyways, when you have access to doing every single task very quickly. Because it took us like, what, 24 minutes today? And a Ward event obviously didn't take that long. But I'd rather it take a small amount of time than take way too long amount of time. I'd rather it be way too quick than way too long. Our gems are getting kind of close to dropping below 20,000. There's a very easy solution to it. Next week, we open 1 billion Vault keys. Because we're going to be sitting on a stack of like 5,000 plus by the end of Vault weekend this weekend. So next week's objective is throw down Vault keys like every day. Because it might look like we're low, but we're sitting on like 50,000 plus gems right now. It's just all tied in other resources that isn't specifically gems. That will become gems. Between Vault keys, Gold keys, Glory keys. Keys. Let's see. Throw that one down. Technically all of our treasure hunts, though there's no way we're going to consume all those treasure hunts. Though if we were to use every treasure map we have, I believe it's somewhere around 30,000 gems, approximately. Even if you're rushing through them, it's about 30,000 gems. Obviously, that would take hundreds of hours to claim, so we're not going to bother doing that. Though maybe, after we get that treasure hunt rework, who knows, it might finally be worth it. Yeah, I don't feel like I've been throwing that many Vault keys down lately. Every time I start opening a bunch, I do it for like maybe a couple days, and then like, okay, there we go, we're good to go. Like I don't keep like using them over time. I'll just throw it down for like a couple streams and then just let them compile again, slowly, accumulating into the thousands. Oh yes, we do like to hoard things, that is for sure. If they put Dragonite on Treasure Hunt, honestly, that wouldn't be that useful. Because they're already adding a Dragonite Gnome. The most useful thing they could possibly put into Treasure Hunt are tokens and material that gives you deeds. Those are the two biggest things in the current state of the game they could possibly add to Treasure Hunt. Tokens and deeds. Deeds likely through those little writs rather than actual deeds. Because I highly doubt they'll give like straight up deeds. But if they added writs, which is the deed crafting material, and tokens to Treasure Hunt, that's all they would have to do to make it viable. So hopefully we'll get a few other adjustments on top of that. But those two resources alone in the current state of the game would be enough to make it a very desirable mode to play. As it would make it the pretty much only way to infinitely farm deeds, as well as an alternative way to passively get tokens rather than having to always do Treasure Hunt. I mean, rather than always having to do Explore, like we're doing right now. Because I would love to have another location where we could farm tokens. Like, that's fine if Explore remains the best way to do it. But similar to how they added trade stones to Treasure Hunt, I feel like they should add tokens to Treasure Hunt. Because that's one thing they did. That was actually the last time Treasure Hunt got updated. Was they added trade stones to make it more enticing back when traits were added to the game, like soon after. Because they noticed people pretty much stopped playing Treasure Hunt when tokens came into the game, or when trade stones came into the game, because everyone was doing modes that could drop trade stones. So their solution to that was, oh, let's just add trade stones to Treasure Hunt. And now they kind of need to do the modern version of that by adding tokens and maybe writs or something else that's useful to it. But definitely tokens. Like at minimum, you gotta add some tokens in there. It's pretty much the same reason why they had to add trait stones to it in the first place, which aren't really that desirable these days, obviously. But back in the day, at the time, it was. Kind of like how tokens would be these days. Well, there's currently not a Vault event. Oh, wait, you mean, never mind. I see what you mean. I don't think they're ever going to make Vault event worse. They nerfed Nomapalooza multiple times, however, they have actually never nerfed the Vault event. If that makes any sense. Because even though Palooza specifically was nerfed multiple times, the overall aspect of a Vault event has never actually been nerfed. Other than that one time, or those few times where they accidentally have like a Saturday pet. But, the actual Vault events have never really been nerfed directly. Unless you count every nerf that happened to Paloozas. But that was mostly because they made Paloozas way too good initially, and they were just toning it down. Because every single thing they ever really added ended up buffing Vault events. They added pity keys. They added 20% extra to all Vault keys. They added Nomapalooza. They just kept adding things that made it more and more loot. And every nerf that a Vault event ever technically had was not to the Vault event itself, but was nerfing Palooza's overpoweredness. Which to this day is still insane how much loot Palooza gives compared to pre-Palooza. We went from getting like maybe a dozen keys and we'll be happy during a Vault event, to if we get less than 300, we were inactive on a Vault event. Like, it's such a stark difference. We went from like 10 being like the goal, and anything less than that, it's like, oh, we didn't do the Vault event that much this weekend, to the equivalence of that now is like 300. If I do less than 300, it's like, oh, I barely had time to play the Vault event this weekend. It's like such a gigantic difference as far as the margin of Vault keys that you end up getting. And plus now they give 20% more loot as well, as of a couple years now. Oh, so this will probably be, actually, what shard number are we at? Probably do 2 more explorers. Because I don't believe we're getting a chest drop at the end of this one. Every Vault event during a Kingdom event. Oh yeah, that is true. This Vault event might be kind of weird this weekend because it has bugged in the past. There is a chance they have fixed the bug. However, when I say chance, we're rolling with some pretty low odds right there. Actually, we could go poll that real quick. Do you think? Let me go make a quick poll. Start a poll. Do you think Vault event will be bugged this weekend due to battle crashers? Yes or yes? No, just kidding. Yes or no? Let's see. I think I typed that right. I don't know. I want to say no, in the sense that they have had 2 years to fix it. But with that being said, it normally takes them a couple years before they get around to anything. So they probably haven't fixed it. But they have had a very, very long time to fix it. Like, we're talking 1.5 years, 2 years kind of time. But now that I think about it, I don't think there's been a single time it has not been working correctly when it had both. But they have had so much time to fix it by now that I just assume they may have. Which sure hope so. So why'd I do that? I already had the win condition, but there we go. Let's all vote yes. Apparently, based on the poll right now, it seems so. Like 1 or 2 people who said no. I don't know. I want to believe the answer is no. I just don't have confidence that the answer is no. Because it's been almost 2 years now. They had to have fixed that at some point. Like, what was that previous patch that did a bunch of bug fixes? Did that not, like, include it? Because we had 2 patches that did a lot of bug fixes recently. The most recent one was literally only bug fixes. Like, it did nothing but get rid of the October event and bug fix a ton of stuff. And then the one before that, while it did do some content, it was also really heavily based on bug fixes. You might skip the vault totally to play what, Pokemon? That's funny. There will be a Charizard event. I'll probably be doing that on Friday. And then vault grind on the other 2 days. We'll have to see. Alright, let's go do one more event. Because it depends what good it is to farm the Charizard 7-star. If it's actually worthwhile or not. Because that's something we don't currently know. It's been such a long time that they might have forgotten about it. That's true. There's a lot of bugs in this game that are around for so long that I'm pretty sure they legitimately forget that they're even still in the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that one chat bug's still in the game, where you can get, like, a black screen. I think they made it so it's, like, a lot harder to do. But there's still, like, a weird, let's see. Yeah, there we go. Notice how the screen currently has a broken chat window on it. This has been in the game since this new chat system has existed. They have never fixed it. You know what other random thing they've never fixed? Also, we're on Earthfish chat, so I can undo this. There we go. But you know what other thing they haven't fixed? If you click on a faraway kingdom and start dragging, which has existed pretty much since this new map system like 4 or 5 years ago, you can drag the map like this. You're normally not able to drag the map, because if I do it normally, this is what happens. You can't drag it, as you can see right now. But if you do it from a far away one and start dragging preemptively, you can drag it. Like, small things like that have been in the game for forever and have never been fixed. There's like a whole arsenal of bugs that way. Anyways, let me go finish this one faction. Where were we? Did we finish it yet? Wait, did we already finish it? I didn't even realize it. Oh, let me just do one more then. One more to go. We get our final chest drop. This will be the last one we do this stream then. Oh yeah, we did end up streaming today. I just ended up oversleeping a little bit when I took a nap earlier. Oh no, the last several days, food's really been knocking me out. Oh, I already have that one maxed. Oh yeah, that's one of the ones that came through one of those events thingies, didn't it? This is one of those weird troop bonus pets. Yeah, we mostly just ran through all the Chapter 3 tasks today. It went pretty quick. It took us like 25 minutes. Then we just ran through Road Event, and now we're just kind of grinding a little. And tomorrow we have ourselves the faction event. Specifically for the faction of Silverglade. I mean, for Silver Necropolis. This is pretty relevant. If any... Oh, I haven't mentioned a single time this stream. I did mention it in the Monday video, though. But if you haven't seen it already, If you don't currently have Life and Death, make sure to get it tomorrow. In about 5 hours from now, you'll be able to go get yourself... Sorry, 4 hours from now at this point, because we started an hour later. But in 4 hours from now, you'll be able to go get yourself a Life and Death weapon. This is among one of the best, if not the absolute best, underworld weapons in the entire game. They're only available for one Tuesday, like maybe once a year. And Life and Death is finally available, but only tomorrow. Not all week, only specifically tomorrow. So make sure to pick it up. It'll be available in 4 hours for 24 hours. If you don't get it then, you'll probably have to wait till 2023. Or you're definitely going to have to wait till 2023, maybe even 2024 if it takes long enough. You're going to have to wait several months to a year. So definitely make sure to pick it up, as it's a really good weapon to have, and you might have to wait an entire year before you can get it again. It's not an absolute must-have weapon, though it's definitely in a category of weapon you probably want to make sure you get. Like, it's mostly only used for Guild Wars and a couple things like that, so similar to the books, you can kind of live without them. But it's definitely a great utility weapon to have. Like, offensively, you almost never use Life and Death. But defensively, it's like among one of the better categories of weapons in the entire game. It's really good at not losing. It reminds me of Rope Dart in that regard. It's an insanely good weapon for not losing. Though in the case of Rope Dart, it can win quickly and is good at not losing. Whereas Life and Death is primarily only good at not losing. It doesn't normally win particularly quick compared to other options that exist within the game. It's not a slow option, it's just not like a super quick option compared to the meta. Alright, there we go. Let's see what we get in our final chest. One last little fight here. And we'll end it on whatever this is. You're getting it finally? Nice. Yep, 4 hours from now. I'll make sure to remind everyone again tomorrow night. Like a billion times. Who knows, maybe we'll even mess around with a couple Life and Death teams just for the fun of it. I showed one in the video, but maybe we'll just mess with a couple other things after we finish out the faction tomorrow. Since it's technically Life and Death day. Alright, let's see what's in our final chest. Anything good? Nisha? Anu? Anything? Only 3 Orpheus. But hey, at least it's 3 instead of 2. There we go. Anyways, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always. Actually, same time as always tomorrow. We'll be back at the normal time, 2 hours prior to now, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mostly going to be messing with Silverglade. I keep saying Silverglade. I mean, a Silver Necropolis faction. Aside from that, we'll poke at World events some, do our dungeons, all the good stuff, and mess with Life and Death. See what Life and Death could do. Really solid weapon. It'll be available all day tomorrow. Definitely make sure to get your hands on it. You can either get it through gems through the event, or with diamonds and other material in the Soul Forge. So whatever way you want to go about it. It's probably slightly cheaper to do with gems, oddly enough, but you can also go down the Soul Forge route, whatever you happen to have the resources for. Definitely make sure to do it before the end of tomorrow. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful time. No, there's no pet rescue event tomorrow. Or unless you're referring to the one I currently have up. But this is one of the ones that came out through the event already. This might look like a new troop, but we got it auto-max during the event thingy. And this Wednesday pet, we do need the Wednesday pet, though. Wednesday pet, we're getting that one Hound one. I actually don't have the Hound, but yeah, we're getting that this Wednesday. A lot of people probably don't have this. It has been around for like 7, 8, 9 months now. However, it is pure RNG if you get him or not. And he's actually the only pet I'm missing, not counting the paywalled pet from earlier, that I think is in drop table right now. I'm actually not 100% certain. Based on what they said before, it should be in drop table. Though I cannot 100% confirm that it is, so if anyone knows, do let me know. But if they added it immediately, it should be, which they mentioned on the forum way back when for the other one. Though if it does have a slight delay, it'll be probably available in a couple weeks from now. But it might already be in drop table, I'm not sure. But yeah, we'll be able to get Arcane Sound, and then after we get Infernus Imp, boom, we actually have all the pets again. For the first time in a very long time, as that 1.6.2 patch with these 6 pets kind of prevented me for some time. But since we have this Infernus Imp, since we're getting this on Wednesday, we'll have all the pets again, once again. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful week. Catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe out there, and thanks for stopping by, everyone. Goodbye, everyone.